Woo! Woo! All right, all right, all right. More stuff, more stuff, more stuff. Damn. All right. This is the third video talking about stuff I've watched recently. Umbrella Academy. Umbrella Academy. All right, Umbrella Academy. What do I have to say about this one? All right, I like the name Umbrella Academy. I mean, basically, I mean, it's a show about like a family of no, basically a bunch like some event happened, a bunch of kids born with superpowers, which reminds me of some Japanese thing about psychics. Some Japanese movie about psychics, man, and a very perverted psychic thing that happened where like children were born at a very certain specific time, and like the children have powers. I have to remember what that Japanese thing is. Anyway, basically, some Japanese movie I watched. Wait, we are all espers. Yeah, I think something like that. We are all espers, something like that. Anyway, basically, yeah, Umbrella Academy, some children born with powers. The story follows a bunch of them who are like I think seven of them who are bought by an eccentric billionaire. Yeah, who then proceeds to raise them into a superhero team. Um, and throughout their younger years, they fight crime, and the story basically begins with their father's death, the man who raised them's death, and them coming back to the house after having all gone their separate ways as they grew up. As they've grown up, um, I mean, aside from that, like, I mean, other elements, you've got, like, what, time travel, like, it does feel like time travel is, like, the major linchpin holding a lot of the plot together. I mean, like, eventually we realize that there's an organization, time traveling organization, something like that. I don't know. Anyway, blah 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 blah. What am I looking at? Look at that man with the hat. Alright, anyway, I don't know. I actually really enjoyed this, even though a lot of it just felt like stuff I'd seen before. Like, so much of it was like stuff I'd seen before. Like, I mean, the very ending was basically just like Syndrome mixed with the Phoenix from like X-Men is basically the same thing, man. Did I say spoilers? Did I say spoilers? I should have said spoilers. I should have said spoilers. I should definitely mention spoilers. Well, yeah, basically the ending is basically Syndrome plus Phoenix. But anyway, my favorite characters in this story were, without a doubt, Hazel and Cha-Cha. I mean, I think Mary J. Blige plays Cha-Cha, who is okay. But then I think my favorite plot point in the story was basically Hazel's plot point. You know what? He's basically done with the life, man. He's the guy. I mean, like he reminds me of like K from like Men in Black, and like I mean, K was always like the guy I really like from Men in Black and everything, Yeah, and Hazel basically reminds me of that in like some ways. He's like that white-collar American guy who sometimes gets sick of the system, you know? But any other day is like, yeah, let's just go along with it. He's a part of the system. All right. Anyway, aside from that, Doom Patrol. And I guess I'll get more into this when I start talking about 1963. Because I realized it was the Doom Patrol first appeared in 1963, and I do want to talk a lot about 1963. I think that's a topic I want to get into a lot on this channel. Like, I want to talk about 1963. That was a big year, 1963. A lot of cool stuff happened in 1963.